I thought I was looking at old receipts until I read the first line and realized my marriage was already over.
I found the letters by accident, tucked away in a box of old receipts out in the garage. They were folded with such care, tied together with a faded ribbon, almost like a time capsule of secrets. For a moment, I thought they might have been for me old love notes from my wife from years ago. But then I unfolded the first one, read the first line, and the whole world just seemed to tilt on its axis. The words were intimate, deeply personal, and they were definitely not meant for me. We had been married for almost 20 years. I always saw myself as the provider, the steady hand. I worked hard, built us a stable life, and I honestly believed that my consistency, my reliability, was my way of showing love. She always told me how much she appreciated that about me, how safe I made her feel. But reading those letters, I started to see a completely different picture. It was like she had been living this entire other emotional life right there beside me, and I had no idea. She wrote about a deep sense of longing, about shared memories with someone else, about a man who she felt understood her soul in a way she claimed I never could. I didn't confront her right away. I couldn't. I felt this cold, heavy need to understand just how deep this went. So I read every single letter, one by one, even the ones that felt like a punch to the gut. They painted a picture of stolen phone calls, late-night conversations full of secrets, and shared dreams of a different life, a life she imagined would have been better. What hurt the most wasn't just the betrayal itself. It was the meticulous care she took to hide it all from me. The way the letters were preserved, the secrecy of it all, it showed a level of intention that was just devastating. When I finally found the courage to ask her about them, she didn't deny anything. She looked at me and said it was all harmless. Just words on paper. She said that she never physically touched him, so I should just accept it. She even told me I was overreacting, that after all these years, I should understand that she has needs. And that was it. That was the moment something inside me just went quiet. The anger, the hurt, it all just turned into this calm, silent resolve. I told her I needed space. In the weeks that followed, it was like a fog had lifted. All the little things I had ignored for years suddenly made perfect, painful sense. The late nights she said she was with friends, the distracted smiles when I tried to talk to her, the growing emotional distance between us. I had been brushing it all off, telling myself I was just being paranoid. I realized I had been in a competition I didn't even know I was in. I was competing with a ghost, a fantasy, a version of her that she only showed to someone who did and have to deal with the real-life stuff, the bills, the responsibilities, the day-to-day grind of a shared life, so I filed for divorce. I did it calmly, without a big scene. Of course, there were tears and there was anger. She tried to rewrite our history, tried to make excuses, but my decision was made. It wasn't just about the letters anymore. It was about the fact that her idea of love meant I should be okay with her betrayal, that I should accept being second best in my own marriage. It was strange at first, but it was also lighter. I built new routines for myself, poured my energy into my work, and slowly I learned how to be alone without feeling lonely. Then one afternoon she showed up at my door, completely unannounced. She looked different, tired, almost smaller than I remembered. She told me that the man from the letters, the man she dreamed of a different life with, had disappeared the moment their fantasy had to face reality. The moment it required more than just words. This time she apologized, a real apology. No excuses, no justifications, no demands, just pure, unvarnished regret. I listened to everything she had to say, but I didn't feel anger anymore. I just felt distance. A quiet space between the man I was and the life we once shared. I told her I genuinely hoped she would find peace, but I couldn't be the safe harbor she returned to after she was the one who sank the ship. I couldn't be the one to fix what she had so deliberately broken. When she left, I didn't feel a sense of victory or revenge. I just felt free. They were just old pieces of paper now. Proof that love without respect and honesty eventually hollows out and becomes nothing. Walking away from that marriage wasn't an act of anger. It was choosing a future where I didn't have to settle for less than I deserved. And for the first time in years, that choice felt completely, unequivocally right. Thanks for listening. If this story resonated with you, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe.